And those surpluses we had were not only applied to paying down our debt, but the government also invested in research chairs and funding mechanisms to promote development in strategic sectors like digital media. It's not just federal programs that drive development in key sectors like digital media. A partner of ours today here at FICCI FRAMES, the province of Ontario, home to Toronto, has an interactive digital media industry that generates in excess of $1 billion annually, with over 1,000 companies and 16,000 employees. Ontario R&D tax credits can cut companies' costs by more than 60%. More than 124 digital games educational programs are offered through world-class institutions such as Seneca and Sheridan Colleges, Max the Mutt Animation School, and the University of Toronto. Toronto has attracted investments from global players such as Capcom, Chorus Entertainment, Facebook, Side Effect Software, Stars Animation, Technotoy, and Ubisoft. Another partner of ours today, British Columbia, has the third largest film and television industry in North America after Los Angeles and New York, accounting for about 60% of all foreign film and TV production in Canada, with more than 600 digital media companies. Since 2003, 510 visual effects and animated productions have been made in British Columbia, representing about $4 billion in production activity. Greater Vancouver accounts for more than 60% of the digital media companies in British Columbia, and is one of the top video game clusters in the world, with a dynamic presence of major publishers including EA, Nintendo, THQ, Vivendi, Activision, Disney, and Microsoft. Electronic Arts Studio in Vancouver is the largest of its kind in the world. I should also say that Vancouver, it was #1 this year in the livability index globally, but Canada had 3 in the top 10. The other 2 were Toronto #4 and Calgary is #5. Not a bad place to live. With a steep talent pool, federal research and development tax credits, and significant provincial government support, Canada offers digital media enterprises an extremely attractive business environment. The Indian digital media industry has already recognized the advantages of doing business in Canada. For example, Mumbai-based Prime Focus purchased a Canadian leader in 3D technology and later expanded its operations in Vancouver. The third partner here, Export Development Canada, Canada's Export Development Agency, has also been doing business with Canadian digital media companies in India. The EDC has been here for 4 decades, offering credit insurance and financial services to both Canadian exporters and their Indian customers. EDC could be potentially funding partner for the new projects that many of you may enter into with the Canadian companies that are participating at this event. Canada's digital media industry would not be where it is today without our world-renowned university and colleges. Increasingly, Indian students are seeing Canada as a destination for world-class, globally recognized education in an open, tolerant, safe, and multicultural environment. Over the past 3 years alone, the number of student permits we issued here in India has quadrupled to over 12,000. As more Indians, that was just last year, as more Indians become aware of Canada's excellent educational system and research capabilities, we will expect that number to grow. I'm happy to report that Canadian and Indian colleges and universities are collaborating more than ever before. In the past year alone, we have seen a doubling to more than 100 partnerships between Canadian and Indian institutions. One of the fruits of this collaboration is the Indo-Canadian Student Innovation Award. I'm pleased to announce that Canada, Toronto Centre College, and Mumbai's Brainbox Animation and Visual Effects have partnered to offer the award for Best Student Animation Film. The winning student will receive 1 week of training at Seneca College in Toronto, and the announcement of the winner will be made tomorrow at the BAF Awards ceremony. On the subject of awards, I'm sure many of you know that Ontario will welcome the world to this year's International Indian Film Academy Awards. The awards will come to North America for the very first time and will take place in Toronto from the 23rd to the 25th of June. The FICCI IIFA Global Business Forum will also take place in Toronto during the same week. Media and entertainment will be one of the focus areas. particularly in India and Canada. I believe that if we bring together Canadian and Indian innovation, creativity, expertise, technology, and capital, we can capitalize on the opportunities presented by the growth in the digital economy. Let's make the next 2 days really productive. Please come by our pavilion and meet our friends and partners at EDC